subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right. Let me get Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache, this is the Mustache. He is a white supremacist. Mr. Mustache, let's hear from the white.
I am a white supremacist. I had a question for you. Why do you wear the white man's clothes?
What's the white man's clothes?
Suits. White man made those clothes. White man made the style. White man invented it in Europe, brought it over here.
Um,
There were no black people. Could you tell me what foundational black Americans even there are? Like, how'd you guys get to America? You don't have boats.
Mm.
You don't sail the seas. You don't have navigation tools.
Oh, okay.
Would you mind telling me how you guys supposedly founded culture and created things when you guys live in stick huts and mud
Mm.
and wear loincloths and didn't have the wheel? Would you mind explaining that to me?
So, which way? Where you want me to start?
Start with the suits.
Okay. The suits from Europe. Well,
Yeah, suit came from Europe, correct.
right, right. Now, where did they start having pretty much high fashion in Europe?
Would you like me to look up the answer for
No,
you? I can
go
get the
ahead.
answer if you like.
Go ahead.
Sure. Let's get the answer, sir.
No.
But while I'm looking that up, do me a favor and tell me
No.
how you guys allegedly
Okay, listen to me.
were here in the United
Okay.
States prior to
Let's slow
the
down. Hold on. Wait, I wanted to get. Let's tackle each. You don't have to rush, Mr. Mustache. You don't have to rush. You want? Let's tackle the clothes. Let's tackle the clothes. Fashions in Europe. You know that was brought in by the Moors. That was brought in by black people, sir. Did you know that? Did you know, Mr. Mustache? Hop on in because you're gonna get a learning lesson today. All right. It was the Moors who brought in the fashion, taught y'all how to dress in Europe. And then unmute your microphone. Okay.
You need to stop muting me. It's you that's muting me, dude.
Okay, but I think you're talking and you're not realizing that you're muted. You can unmute yourself. But
I was looking up when exactly the suit came about, but I could tell you 100% it wasn't Moors because Moors were and are Islamic, okay?
Mhm.
And Islamic people wear a long one-piece garment. It's like a dress.
Not all of them did that, sir.
Yeah. That's they still wear those clothes to this day. They've never changed. That's always been a part of the culture. The only thing that's
It
maybe
had
been adjusted is they added some buttons and a collar, which they got from the white man.
no, sir. Let's tell.
Why would you add extra fabric if you live in a place where it's extremely hot? You wouldn't.
Sir,
You would never wear
or
a two-piece or a three-piece suit.
okay, let's slow you down. The Moors brought luxury fabrics to Europe, silk, satin, velvet, things like that. They had textile hubs. Why were the early textile hubs really in Cordoba, Granada? These were places that were in Moorish strongholds in Europe, sir. They knew brilliant dyeing techniques, sir. White people didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that up there. Y'all didn't know how to dye certain clothes with indigo and stuff like that. And the Moors had international connections. They knew, they had connections in AIDS.
The Moors never wore anything close to a suit. You're just talking out of your side of your mouth, dude.
You fashion in general. Y'all didn't know how to dress in no damn Europe. It was a black man named Ziriab who was the person who taught you how to have any kind of fashion.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm,
Where do you? What book did you
look
get
up.
this from?
Hey,
What book did you get this from?
Okay, slow down. Look up Ziryab. Look up Ziryab. I can give you a person who brought you guys fashion. The whole idea of wearing different clothes for different seasons.
Why are you wearing the white man's clothes?
The white man's clothes. Y'all didn't even dress for different seasons. You wore the same burlap ass outfit all the time and didn't bathe. So what are you talking?
Why are you wearing?
There's no white man's clothes. Yeah, every influence you got from other people, sir. All right? Y'all didn't have a seasonal sense of fashion. You wore the same musty, headlights encrusted outfits all year round.
Rome had plumbing more than 2,000 years ago.
Yeah,
You're a moron.
and
They had running water. They had aqueducts. They
okay,
built.
weren't Roman. Romans weren't Anglos. Okay, Romans were more influenced by African culture. If you Romans weren't no damn Anglos. Y'all love trying to take credit for what Romans did. That,
So you're
that's why yeah. Forcing yourself to laugh through the pain ain't going to help, sir. That's
you're
not going
you're
to
you're
help,
mentally ill. You're a grifter.
sir. Oh, shut up. Why did Napoleon
You're a
say?
grifter.
Why did Napoleon, your European hero, say that Africa starts in Rome? Why did he say that?
Let me explain something to you.
Why did Napoleon say that? Google that quote, people.
Suits came from
No,
military.
no, 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 no. Google that quote. You can fake laugh all day. I'm gonna bring receipts. Napoleon says Africa starts in Rome. Why did he say that? Hold on. Let me get my brother. Yeah. Troll laughing means you can't really respond. Let me get my brother Macau in here if you can.
Suits came
Hold on. Let me get brother Macau.
suits came
Brother
from
Macau.
military dress in Europe,
Right,
sir.
right. Brother Macau, hop on in. Brother Macau, you in here, sir? Brother
Why do you
Macau.
need help, buddy? Because you
He's
don't
not
know
helping.
anything? Because you're a moron?
No, sir, because I get bored slicing and dicing you white supremacists, and Brother Macau wanted to come on. So I
Your
left a
your people have
slow
I'm,
never.
down.
I'm, I'm here, brother. I'm here. My apologies. Double mute. How are you, great minister of color?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Excellent. Just living a dream and winning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. We
I
got
see. I see. We have stress.
I'll ask again. Why do you wear the white man's clothes?
Okay. Are you asking me, sir?
No, I'm speaking
By
to
the
the
way.
host. Why
Okay.
do
Now
you
you're talking
wear
to you.
the white
Okay.
man's
Hold on.
clothes?
Hold on.
Suits came
Now
from
you,
military dress. I'm
sir.
speaking right now.
Sir,
Suits
excuse
came
me.
from military dress.
I'm talking to you.
They
I'm
were
talking to you.
adopted and fashioned from the clothes that
Okay.
European military
We heard.
wore. It has
We
nothing
heard.
to do with the Moors. The Moors were
I'm not.
Islamic, and
Listen.
they wore
I'm not
one
gonna. I'm not
piece,
gonna allow talk to you.
light
We're going to
fabric
talk like civilized
garments.
gentlemen.
They, they
Okay?
they wore turbans on their
We're
head.
going to talk like
They
civilized
at no
gentlemen.
point
Okay? Are
did
you ready?
wore anything close to the
Are you ready?
European fashion of
Are you ready to talk like a
the
human
garments
being?
that are found in Italy, the garments that
Not.
are found
I'm
in
not going to
England.
yell at you.
These
I know that's
styles
what you want.
were formed by
I
Europeans.
know that's what you
Oh, hold on,
want.
wait. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, hold on. Now,
Dude, Africa doesn't even
Mr.
have fucking
Mustache,
running water.
Mr.
You
Mustache.
guys don't have plumbing.
Okay. Stop trolling. Stop trolling, because you're sounding corny right now. Just you're trolling because you're
Well,
losing.
no, I'm asking honest
But no,
questions.
but you keep
And you're
talking. You're not answering. You're not answering an honest question or asking an honest question. You just keep talking. Now we're
That's
not going
because
to.
he's afraid. That's because he's afraid to respond to the truth.
Right, because we're gonna hit you with some truth now. All that trolling. When you done trolling, let me know and let us know. We can start
I
giving you some
asked
truth.
why you're wearing the white man's
You didn't ask
clothes,
that a million times. Okay, can we?
and you haven't answered it
Because you
because
keep
you're a
I'm
talking.
wearing.
grifter.
Okay,
You're a
sir.
grifter, dude.
I'm wearing
You're
a
full of
suit.
shit. Everything you
I'm
say
wearing
is
a suit.
lies.
I'm wearing a
Everything,
suit.
dude.
I'm wearing a
The white
suit.
man's clothes.
I'm wearing a suit. How long
The
have
white
you and
man's
your kind
clothes.
been on this planet, sir?
Why do you wear the white man's clothes?
How long have you and your kind been on this planet, sir? How long?
Well, I'm
Go.
actually of the belief of the Bible, and I follow the Christian Bible. So I would say the Earth is roughly 7,000 years old.
The Earth?
6 or 7,000 years.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord,
You do know that the first Stone Age culture hub began in Ethiopia 3.5 million years ago. The
If you
older one,
that, that's good. That's good for you. You guys
These,
didn't even
listen, sir,
have calendars
listen,
or
sir,
clocks. You
Google,
didn't have ways of keeping time.
AI is your friend. You've been
You
on this
guys
planet for
lived
6,000 years, and
lived in
you're
mud huts.
talking to melanated people
You lived in
who have
mud
roots
huts.
that goes back 3.5 million years.
Masa Musa was white.
Okay.
what?
How long?
He was white. He was a Berber.
Wait,
How long
He
have
was
your
white.
people been wearing
All of
clothes?
North Africa was white.
Slow down. Did you say Mansa Musa was white?
All of North Africa. All of it.
Mansa Musa was from Mali. That's not North Africa.
All of North Africa.
Mali is
All of
not
it.
North Africa, and he was.
It was part of a Berber empire that stretched down there because they were just taking all the gold.
Then why did they have him on maps
It was a white culture,
in Africa?
dude.
West Africans were
All of
white. You
North
just saying.
Africa, all of it, all of it. The Egyptians were Caucasian. They were white. They had blue eyes. This is fact.
No, it's
There's the
you
South
just full trolling
Sudan
now. You full trolling.
Nubians, and that was a group
You're
of
full
people.
trolling.
They existed, but
This is I'm white and I say so on steroid. You don't even.
everything that
You don't,
was in North Africa,
just saying shit. You don't believe this. You don't even believe this.
everything in North
Listen,
Africa was built by white people.
No, it wasn't.
listen,
Everything.
dummy. Listen, dummy.
Nothing,
I'm in North Africa right now.
nothing south of
I'm
the
in North
Sahara
Africa right now.
had civilization.
I'm in North Africa right now.
You guys didn't have
I
roads.
said
You guys
I am
didn't
in
have
North
the
Africa
wheel.
right now.
You didn't have
I
roads. You
said
didn't
I
have
am
the
in North
wheel.
Africa right now. You are
All of
lying,
North Africa was white.
deceiving barbarian. You have no standings. You have no
The
history.
Berbers were white.
You are a thief. A global
Dude,
stress.
we are the only
You are a global stress
people,
to the
aside
planet
from Asians,
with a
that
low
have built high
IQ.
civilization.
You have done nothing. You have built nothing from 0 to 1. You still, yeah, you plagiarize. Listen to
Oh,
you.
dude. The
Listen
mental
to you.
gymnastics that are done by your
I am your
people,
master.
it's sad, dude.
Now
You
your
guys just
master
need
is
to
talking
read
to
some
you.
books, try and
Wow.
There
better
you
yourselves.
You haven't
Stop
been around
fucking
that long,
smoking
boy.
crack and
Thank
listening
you,
to
brother. Okay,
bad
let me deal with
music.
this.
Stop.
Okay. You're not going to troll. Thank you, brother Macau. Let me. Yeah, we're not going to have circuit.
It's
Now,
sad.
yeah, it's
The
that.
level of grift going on here is so.
Tell me about white Mansa Musa. Please tell me more about these white West Africans. Please.
All of North Africa was
Oh,
white, and they went down and they conquered that area.
but Mali
That's what we do.
is not North Africa.
We conquer because
Mali is not North Africa, sir. So what are you talking about?
you guys didn't even have metallurgy. You guys didn't smelt.
Yeah, they did.
You had no.
Why was there so many bronze and
Where? Not in sub-Saharan
that's
Africa.
what
Didn't exist.
they got them in the British Museum, sir. They got those bronze mask and all of those artifacts in the British Museum. Where'd they get them from? Did they make that up? Did white people make those?
There are no bronze masks. If there are any, if you could provide some proof of this, it would be something that was taught to you after the white man
Oh,
came.
really?
You guys don't have ships. You've never circumnavigated the world. You didn't have advanced knowledge of the stars and how to traverse the world by sea. This is a white man's thing. I mean, honestly, it's quite clear if you
So,
understand
so,
history and the expansion of the white race.
so
all over the world.
So how come y'all didn't leave Europe until 1492? Hmm?
I think you don't understand history. The Norse people were in Newfoundland and on the west coast of, sorry, the east coast of the United States, going back into far, far before that. They
A
say
theory about Leif Erikson and Eric the Red. Well, yeah, that's a theory and no real concrete evidence of that. And if they did come, they didn't do shit. They got lost. If they did come, they didn't establish shit. They just got lost and turned their ass back around. You're talking about them weak ass Vikings who didn't build shit and didn't do nothing. So what you talking about? Huh? Come on, let's talk to me. Let's get it in. Let's get it in, sir.
we didn't build anything. We didn't build ships. We didn't have civilization. Are
No,
you aware of the? You know who the
well,
Phoenicians are? Do you know who the
yeah,
Phoenicians
you
are?
didn't get shit. How come you didn't do?
Do you know who the
How come
Phoenicians?
you didn't get up out of there until 14 damn 92, 500 years ago? You didn't do shit. You didn't get out.
I'm gonna explain something to you.
Oh, you didn't know shit. Y'all thought the earth was flat.
The Earth is flat, and
Oh,
let me explain something
Lord
to you.
Jesus. So the earth is flat.
Let me explain something to you, please.
Flat earth, the earth is flat. Is the earth flat, sir?
Do you want me to speak, or do you want to mute me every time I open my
So
mouth?
the earth is flat and Mansa Musa was white.
Do you know who the Phoenicians are? Are you aware that the Phoenicians were mining copper in North America 2,000 years ago? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, they ain't white. Phoenicians,
They were
they were.
white. They weren't
No,
black.
yes, they were. The Phoenicians were black.
Oh my God. Okay.
Look at paintings of the old Phoenicians. They weren't white. The white supremacists weren't doing nothing. Y'all were up there, Europe stuck. Y'all almost died out. Literally, the whole population in Europe almost died out about 3 or 4 times up there. The Moors literally saved you, sir. Look up the Justinian plague. You almost died out, sir. The Moors had to come up there and say, Did he leave? Okay, damn it. Okay. He left. I wanted to get out, man. I didn't get him out. His bitch ass got up out of here. I wanted to get out. He's mad because we intellectually whooped him a couple of days ago. We really embarrassed him, and boy, he crashed out. Oh, he crashed out heavy. Boy, he was calling us all types of N words. Brother Dan was whooping on him intellectually. So yeah, I guess he wanted to just call up and troll to get his little troll lick back. He's mad, so he's calling up just saying anything. All that troll giggling. Well, these white supremacists get unhinged. Now, when he started talking about some Mansa Musa's white and the earth is only 6,000 years, give me a break. That's why he kept talking, because, that shit can be debunked very easily. He didn't know, I guess he had his little talking points about suits. Dude, I know where the fashion came from. Dude, y'all got fashion in Europe from Ziriab. There's a brother who taught you how to dress up there. You were taught how to dress. Y'all weren't dressing fashionable up there. They were literally wearing the same burlap garments all year. Go look at old medieval paintings and pictures. They got them little Hunchback of Notre Dame outfits on with a piece of rope around their waists. They're looking janky as hell. There was a brother Ziriab said, "Hey, you got to dress for the season. Put some linen on. There's something I got called deodorant. Let's put that up under your arms." Yeah, he literally taught them how to fashion their hair. A black man. He gave them hair tips, taught them how to trim their hair a certain way, comb your bangs down and pull your edges back. Ziriab became an icon, became a superstar celebrity out there in medieval Spain. Yeah, look up what I'm saying. I'm not like this white supremacist. Y'all can look up what I'm saying. Not only did Ziriab teach them how to dress up there, he showed them how to eat right. He introduced the concept of 4-course meals. You understand? He literally, I really want y'all to look up what I'm saying. When I'm not just being, facetious here. He popularized deodorant, literally. Deodorant, toothpaste. He made grooming a phenomenon there. People just didn't groom themselves up there. And he promoted like fine cotton, fine wool blend clothes, fine silk. Hey, like, look, hey, y'all stop with that burlap shit, man. Those old itchy ass clothes with lice in it. No, 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 no. Put this on. Tailor your clothes. Get your clothes tailored to fit your body type. Just don't throw some bullshit on. Get these pants looking right. Just taper the back of them. Yeah. Black man. Yeah. He don't. That's why this dude started trolling. Yeah. I'm not the one to play that history shit with, dude. I know what the real history is. That's why when I started hitting him with some names, he started trolling out. You're a grifter, dude. Well, fuck, dude. Hey, dude. Then he start trying to troll about some. That's when you can tell losing the argument when they try to change the subject into some weird non sequitur. He start talking about clothes, and I start talking about the people who showed them how to dress. What about the wheel in Africa, dude? You lived in a goddamn mud hut, man. So yeah, he was desperate. He was desperate. Oh boy. Let me see. Okay, we got Archie. You still in here, Archie? Archie, the transgender. Hold on. Let's get Archie, the Asian transgender. Archie, the Asian transgender. What's going on, Archie? You're still in here trying to get on, and I'm not knocking your transgender status. Archie, hop on real quick. Miss Nigger, hop on, please, and respect to your pronouns. Respect to everybody's pronouns. I do not have a problem with people's lifestyle choices. I really don't. Be who you are. Let me see. Let's get FH while we're waiting on Archie to get back on. There's some technical difficulty with the phone. FH, what's up, FH?
Hello, Tariq. I just want to thank you for the work you're doing. And some of the things I hear you say, I not in a bad way. One of the things I heard you say a long time ago about if you see a brother, a real brother, just nod at the guy. And normally we're gonna communicate without even saying anything. I've done that a couple of times, and I've had these people that was melanated, they would look at me like I'm
Mm,
crazy. And not that I thought you were wrong, but I'm like, whoa, this is just. But one of the things I started doing, the question I want to ask you is, how do you pick up on these people dialect? I know you can tell from my dialect. I'm a good old Southern country
oh
guy.
yeah.
What do you listen for? Because I started doing that, and I was doing a little business deal 2 days ago. Excuse me. And this guy was talking to me, and as we were leaving, it was about two or three of us, and I heard a Southern dialect from one of his words. So I looked at him, and I asked him, where did you get this Southern dialect from? And it kind of shook him up, and he walked away in a non-threatening, diplomatic way, but he never answered my question. And I don't want to drill down into him because we're doing a little business deal. But my question to you, if you don't mind saying something about it, how do you? I can pick up on a New York accent, New Jersey accent, but these accent that these tellers are using, I'm starting to believe most of the people that cosplay as black FBAs, they're from the Caribbeans, I
Yeah.
believe. Would you comment on that,
Yes,
please?
indeed. A very, very good assessment too. Yeah, I'm pretty good with accents, man, because I've been all over the country. I've been all over the country, and I've been all over the world. So I just kind of learned how to pick up on people's accents. I'm pretty good doing that regionally here in the U.S. Back when I was single, I talked to so many ladies, and I can listen to them and just kind of tell where they were from. I learned how to figure out where they were from. I know, and plus my family. My family's in the South, and then we got family in Ohio and Detroit. So I got cousins who would come down, and we'd all be together, and We knew what their accents were, and also the slang terms. See, that's another thing. As foundational Black Americans, we have regional terms that we use. So if I'm talking to somebody and they use a certain slang term, I'm like, okay, there you from Philly. Like I dated a girl from Philly, and I know all of this Philly slang. Like, yeah, I was walking down the street and I saw this John had on some jeans. Like John, that's a term for girl. That's Philly shit. Or yeah, these bulls were up here about to start a fight. Yeah, this I saw these bulls at the liquor store. That's Philly shit. That's a Philly thing. Bull, John, Ock, stuff like that. My cousins would come down from like Cleveland and they were like, yeah, we're gonna drink us a pop. You gonna go get a pop? So that's like a Midwestern Cleveland type of thing. Say instead of saying soda. Down south, we say we're gonna get a drink. You hear somebody say, I'm about to go get me a drink. Go get me a drink. That's like a slang for just soda. So different things. So yeah, I would just kind of pick up on different accents and different slang terms. And like I said, certain people who live by the Mississippi River, they do those intrusive R's. Everything has a strong R. Over there, like Memphis, St. Louis, Louisville, Kentucky, all that stuff over there by the Mississippi River, some of those other river towns, that's where they were working with the Irish by the docks back in the day. So a lot of Black folks got those intrusive R's in their words, so I can kind of pick up on that. And I'm like, when I hit that over there, I gotta go do something to my her. And that's either St. Louis, Louisville, or Memphis. That's why Glorilla sounds like that. Memphis is right there by the Mississippi River. So, just understanding our culture and the different nuances of it, and you can kind of pick up on it. Jamaican accents, and I can tell when somebody's trying to hide their accent too. You can hear certain flavors. That's why people call up and they're talking, and I can easily kind of figure out where their family's from. Yeah. So just, being observational. Just that's kind of some street shit, to be honest. It's kind of that's partially street business because the hustlers. You got to know who you talking to, so you got to kind of pick up on shit. If you're talking to somebody, is this cop? So you look for every little nuance. You look for little things on the person. You got to size everybody up. You got to hear what this person's saying, hear little code words. Look at how this person's dressed. Look at what their haircut looks like. Like some people like, wait, this nigga's a narc. Hold on. Yeah, this nigga's a narc. Yeah, somebody say certain things or do certain things and some don't seem right or the slang seems off. You know, so you got to know who's who. So that's how that is. I learned how to size folks up real easily. Yeah. Let me get a couple of more. What's up, Big GT? Oh Lord. Do y'all want to hear from Big GT? I don't think I have the energy for Big GT. No, I don't. You know what? I don't. I gotta have the energy for Big GT. I don't have it. I'm not. I have you on tomorrow, Big GT. I don't have the energy right now. Oh, I have tether fatigue right now. I was we're at the Ventura County Fair earlier. I was up with the family, so we've been walking around, riding amusement rides and all of that earlier tonight. Let me get some more calls in here real quick. Just a couple of more. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I will not hold y'all too long. Let's get FBA Shanae in the building. FBA Shanae. FBA Shanae in the building. What's up, beloved? Hop on in. Shanae, where you at, dear? Oh, Shanae ain't saying nothing. All right. Let's get one more good call. I want to get some new faces in here. I do want to get some new folks in the building. Let's get Africa. Let's get Africa in the building. What's going on, sir? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so Moors were African, right?
Yeah, they were African. Yes, they were.
And Ethiopians are African, right?
Yes, they are.
So why are you and Macau tethering onto African culture?
That's too desperate. Give me something else. That's too desperate and weak.
Standing your delineation, sir.
Or you're just saying shit. That don't even make no sense. Come on. And you know that didn't make no sense. That's why you hung up. He left. I didn't even get him out of here. That didn't make no sense. That was a failed gotcha. That didn't even connect. But tethers be failing at failing. That shit didn't even connect. It didn't even make no sense. Good Lord. That's the most failed gotcha. That made zero sense. Oh, the Moors African. And you up in Britain, you got a British accent, so you ain't even in Africa, your damn self. Yeah, the Moors were African. The Ethiopians are African because they're in Africa. Shit. Why are you tethering on culture? Okay, what the hell does that mean? That don't mean nothing, dude. You're just desperate and mad. All right, let's get free Africa in here. Okay, because now it's the musty hour. All right. These niggas done had a musty breakfast. They had a musty McMuffin, and now they're up and they got a lot of funky energy. Free Africa, what's up, man?
Hi, Tariq. Thank you. I just want to put a quick remarks on what Mustache said. Uh, they steal stuff from us, then they call those things for themselves. Like gold, France has like the entire big stock of gold stolen from Africa.
Right.
So they can store stuff from Africa, then they say it's theirs. It's been like that. So that guy using to get information that the style, everything came from the African culture. So that's why they store a lot of resources from ours. Then they can, yeah, we are rich, we invent everything. So that's what I would like to say. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. All right. Let me see. One more. Let's get one more good one in here. Let's get let's get uh let's get Raw Woods. Raw Woods, hop on in, Raw. Raw Woods. What's up, Raw?
What's going on,
I'm
Tariq?
good, brother. What's on your mind, sir?
Man, so I'm about to fry your boy real quick with this
Yes.
scholarship. Check it. So when we talk about linguistics, right? You get the proof is in the pudding where it
Mhm.
started. Okay. So we see that the linguistics started in Nubia as well as all the technology started in the south, in the mountains, and traveled up the Nile Valley into the north. And that's why you have pyramids because they made them to look like mountains.
Mhm.
But anyway, when we talk about um the word Phoenician comes from the term, or you have the Ophiophagus, which is a type of snake,
Mhm.
and that was always the mascot of the black identity. It was the snake. You see it in the Naga Kush, you see it down in Nag Champra, you see the word ham inside of all that. And this guy said he was a Christian, don't know what ham and shem means. The word shem got ham in it, and Phoenicians come from Shem. They were Shemites.
Mhm.
So that word, so the prefix ham is black. That's why they call them Kemites.
Yep.
Then going on through that, you see the Aphi in the Phoenician. So the word Phoenician itself, the prefix for Phoenician deals with the snake.
Mhm.
So these people talk this shit, but only people who invented the shit could make all those connections in those various cultures. Why do you see the snake pop up in every culture? You see it on this side of the Atlantic. You see it in Africa. You see it in the Kush Valley. You see it all through the Philippines, and you see it all through Thailand. So I mean, these people just be making shit up.
Oh yeah, my man. Thank you so much. Yeah. white. I mean, they just be saying any damn thing at this point. The black guy, what's up, brother?
Oh, what's good?
How you doing, Black?
Wonderful. How you doing,
I'm
brother?
good, man. What's on your mind?
Man, to me, it's just crazy that a lot of these white people say, "Oh, I'm Christian," but they do the most devilish stuff, but then revert back to, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I love everybody." And the same dude was calling everybody all kind of niggas.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. They're fake as hell, man. The truth comes out with these folks when you press them just a little bit, but it's all gravy. Anyway, let me wrap everything up, ladies and gentlemen. Man, everybody go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check.